Yep. That's how it go. That's how it go. Eagles way of boxing. Y'all already know what it is, man. Eagles way of boxing. We know how it go, man. Happy on that Friday out there. It's Friday, right? So hopefully everybody's doing great on the 2-3 Friday, October 2020. Yeah. You already know what it is. Sometimes it takes me a while to come in, show the face. I don't know. We always got something to talk about, but I don't know. We do something a little bit different, and I may be getting myself in trouble. We never get to finish, and I like that about this. I like that about doing the show is that we really can't finish these topics. They're gonna keep going until we can get some answers from somebody. And I don't know what kind of, the shows and stuff, everybody's show would be so much cleaner if it wasn't so much like they used to call back in the day, used to call it like a soap opera. It's called everything a soap opera. Say, oh, that's a soap opera. In other words, if you don't know what a soap opera is, I don't know, you've been living underneath a rock or something. But shows that come on regular television, they make it, I think they come on cable too. But just different shows. They have supposedly life type situations and stuff, just dramas and stuff that they have during the day. Instead of movies, people just watch that, and it's like a thing where something happens on one episode that you want to see it on, you want to see the follow-up on the next episode. And so you always stay tuned. So something like that. So it's just like with us, they're keeping us stay tuned. They're keeping us tuned in. Like, what's next? What is he going to say next? Or one of our classic examples. I see down there Gil Coles. Salute, homie. My little brother, Hurricane Gil's up in here. So one of the classic examples that we talked about, pretty much fried him a little bit. At least I did. And that's Adrian Broner. Hold on. Oh, no, I got this stupid cough. Just coughing so much sometime. I don't know what it is. What happened? I had that up a little bit better than the camera. Hurricane Gil come up in here. And then the camera start messing up right away. Yeah, I've been on this. Yeah, but we can't never get answers, man, because we got old media, new media, and got so many stories going back and forth. And I can't keep up with all these people. I'll just get like a source or something like that. I'm not gonna be following you on Instagram and all that. You guys might do it. Some of you, I don't know. You guys can let me know that though. How many people, how many fighters and stuff are you guys following fighters and stuff out there? You guys following fighters on like Instagram, and do you follow E-Snake? Are you following him? Are you following Bob Arum? Does Bob Arum even have Instagram or what? Twitter, that's the big deal, right? You guys on Twitter? Are you guys on Twitter, or are you just on, what social media you got? You guys just got Twitter, you guys got YouTube, you automatically got Google. So if you got YouTube, you already got a Gmail. So you got Gmail. They lock you in because it's all one company. It's just divided into branches, and then they call the other branches companies. But people believe that, oh yeah, Facebook and all that. That's all. They're all hooked in. If you haven't figured that out yet, because you can link on to anything from your Facebook. You can have Facebook. You can link on to anything. Something new pops up. You say, oh, I want to join this. How do they ask you if you want to hook up? They say, do you want to use your Google account, or do you want to use your Facebook? See, automatic. Everything is just one big thing, man. And back in the day, they used to call that a monopoly. You was unallowed to do these things. But now they just do it like it's nothing. Nah, man, don't worry about it. We'll put a name under it. Nobody. If you try to sue them, nobody's getting sued. I mean, personal. Like if we sue somebody, we get paid. But if you're talking about one company suing another, nobody's getting paid. That's all the act. That's all the soap opera. It's all the drama. That's all it is. Yeah. But just following these people, Hold on just one second. Here we go again. Starting off already. Yep, here we go. No, I don't mind you guys hearing that, but I just don't. When I hear there's a certain phones and stuff. I know about what time of day. If it's somebody just gonna be harassing me, you know, it's not family, it's not friends. I just know it's some BS. You guys know the ego in here. Stop it. So if they know I'm here, then guess what? Then through deduction, you know who it is. It's like, okay, well, everybody knows what I'm doing. So they're not going to bother me. So who's going to be bothering me? Somebody who don't know. You know what I mean? It's like you go up into an arena, and the arena's safe. Like it's like just a regular arena. It's all, oh, that's nice. It reminds me of back in the Greek days, a Roman Empire, nice little stadium and stuff. You know, you're all out there, you absorbing and stuff, and then you're just looking around like, oh man, wow, this is really nice, man. All cemented in, and you know, probably used to have lion fights over there, bears and stuff like that. They used to have all kinds of stuff up in there. Really nice. So that's nice, real nice. And then all of a sudden, it's like it's full. A lot of people in there. All of a sudden, you see people just scatter. People just take off, and you new to it. You ain't never been in there, and so you're the only one in there. Only one. Everybody's gone. You're like, wait. You're not even thinking what happened. You just I get to look at this alone. So guess what happens? They let some wild animals let loose up in there, a couple of lions or something like that. You get mauled for being stupid. See, I ain't trying to get nobody mauled. Yeah, we don't want to be the one that's not paying attention to what everybody's doing. And I'm not saying like look out for fighters and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. I was just trying to find out, Gil. Gil said I got most social media, but only use Facebook. He said, "Sup, Eagles." Well, just like me, I got Instagram, and some people find me. I'm too easy to find. You know, it's not like you got to be looking. Oh, I wonder where Eagles at. Duh. I'm too easy to find on Instagram. I just don't. Every once in a while, I use it. And you just like me, I use Facebook. And I'm gonna stop using that. I don't know what I'm gonna use. I don't know. But people like to communicate through these things using Facebook and all that crap. I'm not gonna keep. I feel stupid. Like even if I'm texting somebody, like girls like to text. I feel stupid even if I'm texting. I'm like, man, I feel dumb sitting here texting. Just holler at me for a couple of minutes, and that's it. But I know it's convenient because people work and all that other stuff. I understand that. But if it's not like terribly important, just hit me later with it. Stop texting me. One thing I can't stand is just going back and forth texting. And then, you know, I'm starting to learn to loosen up a little bit when it does come to texting. Like people put WYD means what you doing. And at first I just thought it was this is plain. For me, if you start something off like that, then you're just being lazy. You being lazy, you ain't even said what's up, hello, or nothing. You just start off with WYD. I'm like, man, get the hell out of here with that. You know, I don't know all of them. You know what I mean? I don't know all of them. So I don't know what you're going to write. You know, it's like you could put some things down. Like I know GTFOH. I know that. Like certain stuff I get. Especially if it has a profane meaning to it. I'm going to get that. Anything got profanity in it, if you put it in abbreviation form or whatever, you put it in anagram form, I'm going to get it. You put down a little anagram for it, I got it. I got this, baby. Hashtag GT GTFOH. You know, I got that. But some stuff I just don't, and I'd rather just not talk as much when it comes to those things. You know what I mean? I'd rather not talk as much when it comes to like texting and I feel the same way on Twitter. Twitter always trying to suck me in. I haven't been on Twitter in so long. I might have left one or two things. This is a different account on Twitter, but they still hit me up in my email. I'm like, oh man, here they go, trying to get me to say what I missed from Al. I think that's the one they use a lot. They use the president. Sometimes they use the presidents. They use the Al Sharpton. They use all kinds of people, celebrities and stuff like that, to try to get you to the comment. And I'm like, I'm not commenting about this crap. But I see down there, yes sir, Hussein, the Cross the Pond brothers up in here, man. Salute to you. He said salute. Eagle in the chat. And of course Gil came in talking about, what's up, Eagles Web? What's up, man? I can't call it brother. Just waiting on certain people that I got to go see and stuff. So I may be doing my show. I might have to go out. I might go out of town. We'll see. If I go out of town, then I'll do my show, and then I'll have my special guest on. I have my special guest on when I go out of town. A special guest, a new person. Hopefully, we'll see. Depends on what day it is. If it's a weekend, then probably not, because I don't do a whole lot of weekend shows and stuff like that here. My other channel, that's when I end up doing weekend shows. But yeah, it's hard to get on this. It's hard to get the time, man. It's hard to get the time to get everything straight and all that. Yeah, but eventually, we'll get people. We'll get live chat and stuff like that. I got to get that other system to work. If I can get that other system to work, it'll be good. So I should be able to. Maybe I'll do another. Maybe I'll do an Eagles Web 2 or something like that. Don't worry about no special guest. Stop it. Like I said, maybe I'll, start Eagles Web 2 or something like that. Because I don't know how it works with if you have this already and then you have the other system. And I don't want everything start crashing on me and all this crap. Yeah. Yeah, these Fridays when we come in, yeah, usually it's our rap. It's our rap. It's our wrap-up show on Fridays. That's what we do. We come in and we wrap it up. We put the rap down on it. Say, hey, wait, what about this whole week and all this? So every time there's a fight and somebody wins that nobody's really expecting to win, or, we're just way, not necessarily way off, but we're not expecting. And when I say we, I expect everybody to win. I expect both sides to win because that's what they go in there for. They both going in there to win. So you got to expect both sides to win. You can't be like, oh, he going to lose, he going to. Yeah, if you go in there expecting both sides to win, even if you have a pick, it don't matter. You be like, oh shit, I know he's going to win. Well, shit, because somebody has to win. Right? You can't go in there, hoping and crossing your fingers and all that shit. Somebody may get knocked out. Somebody may get beat up. Somebody may have to make up a lot of excuses after the fight. And that's one of the things we always get after somebody loses, regardless if they're supposed to lose or not. A lot of times. If they're supposed to lose, we still get excuses. If they're supposed to not lose and lose, we get a lot of excuses. And that's what we're getting on the past fights, is we're just getting excuses. That's all we get. We're always getting these excuses, man, about how, somebody's hurt, like in the Loma fight. Shoulders hurt. And of course, I'm bringing it up too. If you read the pound for pound, and don't get mad at me for sure. I just wanted to let you know that the update that I have, that Loma did not drop off the pound for pound. Now, you didn't hear me say that he's number one. I said he did not drop off the pound for pound. Now I'm gonna tell you something that may surprise you. Um, right now, I'll tell you right now, is that he's actually rated above Earl Spence. Still. Did you hear what I just said? He's rated above Earl Spence. Still. Still. And still. Isn't that crazy? He's still. We'll go over it, and then we'll go over a couple of divisions. I don't know if I want to do all the divisions. I want to see where you guys' minds is at, where you guys thinking, and stuff like that. Right? And he got 10 less fights than Earl Spence, right? He got 10 less fights than Earl Spence, and rated above Earl Spence, and he has 2 more losses than Earl Spence. Let that soak in. Yeah, y'all sir said I heard he's like number 7 now. Yep. No. You're close though. But he's actually, said Loma's still pound for pound. He got a question mark up. No, he's number 6. So, see, this could be a long topic just on this alone. I don't know if I don't want to stay on it like the whole show. I don't want to stay on it the whole show. But we may have to do some cleanup talk, as far as adult talk. We might have to do a little bit of cleanup talk in here, y'all, just to clean this shit up. Because we know it's full of shit. Well, I've seen some special people that I haven't seen in a long time. Yesterday, I was so excited. I was actually at this. I was getting some food. I was at this restaurant, and I seen a couple of people, man. A couple of my friends, man. Woo woo. The girl, my goodness, is growing up. That's all I can say. She's been grown, but I'm just saying now she's this very beautiful girl. More and more. That's not why I'm telling. That's not why I even mentioned the story. It's just it's good to see people that you haven't seen for a while, and you don't know. Yeah. Well, anyway, y'all, sir. Yeah, they actually have Earl is at 7 right now, and Loma got his ass up. He's up to 6. Still at 6. Okay. Yeah, so I said didn't check myself. Gil crying. Loma is the face of boxing. Yeah, Loma is the face of boxing. See, but this is, I didn't want to say it like Gil is putting it out there, but that's not necessarily the most accurate way. If we're gonna put it right, that's not the most accurate way. But let's say that, damn, I can't. I don't like going through this all the time. But there's agendas to be upheld. And like I said, we still got to keep our eyes open because there may be some kind of a turn of events. I mean, I don't know how, like even Devin Haney, a lot of people, I don't know how they watch the fight. I don't really care. I mean, shit. I watched the fight, and believe it or not, I start all those points that I gave the Webb. I think it's like 19 or 21 points or something like that. I have my list. That we look for in boxing. I think I always keep everything here. Let me see if it's right here or not. Yeah, because I keep all the stuff here. It's just like because I got to have stuff I got to go back to. It's like I got to keep my files for the forum for the show and stuff like that, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18. Yeah. And the 3 things is like the mentality, the warriorism, and killer. Okay, so yeah, even if we went through this, yeah. If we went through that, Yeah, girl. Yeah, Gil. You said the girl I saw like she been eating her corn. Girl, Gil. She been eating her cornbread. She been eating lots of the Goya or whatever, baby. Those the beans. She been on everything. She been. I don't even. I don't even want to talk about it, man. She trying to handshake me. I said, girl, you better get up and do the right thing. But it's. Whew, whew. I like when girls take care of themselves. When you have a beautiful girl to take care of themselves, I love it, man. And see, the thing is, I used to. She's not one of the ones the original ones that I trained, but I have trained with her. You know, I showed her certain stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, Gil, right? Yeah, she been damn sure been eating right. She ain't eating bad. And you know, getting that little. Now, you know, we're talking. So I know we're in the middle of talking about the fight. You know, the what I look at in fights and stuff like that. How I break fights down, because I got it right here. But Gil's bringing up this point. But we're males, and me and Gil talking to each other. So we're males. So that's my little brother, of course. So I have to, address this. Even if, because the grown folks chat too. So I got to address this. So any woman, it doesn't matter. I don't care. When they're growing up, when they're growing up, listen to what I'm saying. When they're growing up, has the potential to have any look. I don't care if it's if they make it to supermodel status or nothing like that, but any look that they can have or that is available out there. It doesn't matter when you're growing up. It doesn't matter what your genetics are. I mean, you may be short. Okay, so you end up your heritage is short. Okay, forget all that. Doesn't matter. If you see people in families and you notice the whole family is different, it's because they certain choices besides metabolism, certain choices that a person makes when they're growing up. So if you just sit at the table all day and you eating cookies, donuts, and cakes, now most people's metabolism can't handle that kind of sugar and stuff, and so you may have a certain look when you finally develop. But if you decide early, hey, I'm going to take care of myself, and, I know I could, the confidence factor, I could look a certain way and boom, boom, then that's how you grow up. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about facial looks because I don't care, because the facial it will disappear anyway, and, you can only cover up for so long. You can only put so much plaster on, So that's my point on that, is you can have any look. So don't. The kids, they get body shamed and all that kind of crap. No, it's not no such thing if you're still a kid. The parent had to tell them, well, if you want to look better, we can make a turnaround. I'll help you. We'll do this together. You got to do it together. Sometimes you got to suffer yourself for a couple of years to get your kids right. You know what I mean? That's all that is. Yeah. And so I was just going to go see my point. So I'm always going, my list is already mental. I'm like, he's good on the front foot. Matter of fact, I was just looking at Haney earlier, and because I went to his Facebook, and I was just looking at him. I'm like, okay, just looking at some snapshots. I'm like, okay, snapshots during the fight, and I was noticing that his shoulder rolls pretty good. He leans back good. He just doesn't dip. Sometimes he doesn't dip when he leans back, but he's usually taller than the fighter. He looks good though. And a lot of punches that look like they're landing on him, they're not flush and not hitting him at all. And a telltale sign when somebody really gets cracked, is you'll see, even way back in the day, when they get that stop action, you'll see like the face contort, like the lips are from here all the way over here. And what you'll see this projection of sweat like going off of their heads. That's how you can tell when the punch like really landed. Or somebody can move their head and sweat can go too, but you know when it's a punch, because the punch on the snapshot shows the face distorted and the sweat. Now, if you just see the sweat, you don't know if it landed on glove. You don't know, because it could have just hit the glove and the glove's on the face, and then of course you're gonna get that water, spraying. I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, I keep these, and I went over these before, the front foot, back foot. If the parallel lateral movement, Overall boxing stance, body guard, high guard, ducks punches better, moves away from punches better. That means turns, blocks punches. Haney has a lot of this stuff. Like I like the way he keeps up his high guard when a punch is coming real nice and tight and stuff like that. And then and so I'm looking at this stuff when Loma's fighting. I'm like, he ain't ducking. He's not throwing no punches. I mean, was he on the front foot fighting most of the fight? He was mostly on the back foot trying to stay away from getting hit. Was his lateral movement any good? So I'm just going through these points, and this is real quick. I'm just saying, was his lateral movement any good? What about his overall boxing, his stances and stuff? Was he real good? Was he guarding the body good? Sometimes. His high guard pretty good. All he had was high guard. That's it. So all these other points. So if I was going to go just off of this list, just on those 7 points right there, that's Lopez all the way, right? Ducks punches better. Moves away from punches better. Block punches better. Now Loma gets a couple, right? Throwing punches on the move. Neither one of them, right? Best jab. Leo gets that. Lopez gets that, right? Used to jab most effectively. Who gets that? Lopez gets that. Places power punches more accurately. He gets that. Knocks punches down more accurate. He gets that. More effective when aggressive. Now Loma gets that when he's more aggressive, but he's not really doing shit when he's aggressive. Overall better offense. Lopez, right? Overall better defense. Maybe Loma. Yeah, it's kind of might be 50-50. Mentality to fight. Lopez. Warriorism. Lopez. Killer instinct. Lopez. It's all. So if you go by all those points, then just not even watching the fight. You're just looking at a couple of rounds, and then if you did a breakdown with this list after every round, you wouldn't probably find no rounds to give to Loma. You'd be like, oh shit, I can't really. I'm trying to give him a round, but you can't. You cannot. Yeah. And that was one of the subjects too. Was about let me see. I did write it down today because I had a lot of stuff, so I'm like, I better write something down. And it was about judging because there was a question that popped up about judging. We'll get into it in a second, but hold on, because I think it's really important. It's really important for grown folks and boxing fans to know and talk about this sometime, because you'll see once we start talking about it, you're gonna understand. You're gonna be like, oh shit, that's true. I do that because I'm gonna talk to you about some stuff that you do, Gil, and y'all, so you might do it too, and whoever else out there, man, hit my like button before y'all hit live stream. If you see a big live on the screen, after you hit that thumbs up, then touch that where it says live. That way you'll be able to join, and you'll be able to say something, and you know who I'm talking to out there. I'm not gonna say your name right now because I don't want to start no trouble. Yeah. So yeah, but Gil should be the quarterback. Yeah, cry. He said I'll trade a few myself. That's it. I'd rather train. Actually, I'd rather train guys, to be honest. But I don't even know if I'm as hard as I used to be. I used to be so hard though, and guys they was just like basketball players and everybody. They were just quitting on me like nothing. They be all man. They be like, man, you on that whole nother something else. They say you on a whole nother level, dog. They leave quick. They work out with me for a while. They last like they don't even last the whole workout. They like, I'm out, man. Especially when we get to abs, I make them kill themselves on abs. We do 20 minutes, like 20 minutes of abs straight. I'm talking about no break in between the exercise. So you on the abs like the whole time. They just fold up. They like, man, I don't know how you do it, and good luck with that or whatever. They just walk off. They can't do it. But the girls, they hang in there. And I still get them like the first day. What happens if you quit on abs? I tell them, I said, no. I said, you can stop. I said, but you can't quit. I said, you got to get back up there. I know it's going to hurt. I said, but you got to get back in there and get them done. And that's what they do. They just get back in there. That's how things going to hurt, man. That's the whole thing about training, boxing, all this stuff. The whole thing about it is pain. That's what it's about. It's about pain. It's like, how much pain can you take? Or do you want to keep taking pain? And this is just the opposite of thinking to what they say in medicine or like a medical professional. physiologists, whatever, how would they would tell you, oh, if you feel any discomfort or pain, then stop. No, that's not when you stop. If you feel like you're being hurt, then you stop. Then you don't stop because of pain. You stop because you feel like I'm injuring something. That's when you stop. Or I think I might be pulling something or hurting something. Then you stop, not because of pain. Shit, you do. If you haven't done push-ups in forever, you go down there and do 10 push-ups, you're going to start hurting. Just keep going. See how far you can go up. You're going to go, oh, shit. Yeah. And Eagle's up to how many now? I'm up to, I'm trying to think. About 600. I'm up to close to 700 on push-ups every day. Ever since they stopped this gym crap. So I'm up to like close to 700 on the push-ups. Everybody has to get out there and get it done. Yeah, I miss my people though, so I'm gonna get back with them, and yeah, I'm try to get back into the gym with them. Wow. Yeah, it's funny, man. It was really nice here yesterday too, man. It was only it was in the 80s, but you know, pretty mild. I mean, at one point it was the 80s were a little bit hot, but it's, you know, it mild out a little bit. It wasn't humid, so that was cool. And today it's supposed to be like lower 80s or something like that. So we finally, now this is what, all the way, it took us until the 22nd of October to get, you know, to get back below, now, like below, you know, like high 90s and 100s. That's unheard of, man. I was telling everybody, I said, this is the hottest October I ever remember in my whole entire life. I've never been in an area where it was over 100 degrees in October like that. Oh, that's too much, man. Are you kidding me? Yeah. But I'll see you down there, brother. Let's get into the let me see, what's more important? Okay, let y'all fight with that. Okay, so now, so when it comes to the, like the judging of fights and stuff, right? When it comes for, yeah. And I hear you down there, Gil. Me too. I don't vote, no way. I'm not suggesting, I'm not, oh, that's the whole problem, Eagle. Don't get on me about that. The whole problem is you not voting. I'm just not voting. They don't make a thing in my language. I'm not voting. I don't vote on nothing, especially English stuff. I ain't really down with English stuff. Sorry. If it's in English, yeah, well, you should talk in English. I say I don't understand a damn thing I'm saying. They say, well, you just said that. I'm like, well, I said that, but believe me, I don't understand a damn thing. I don't know shit. Yeah, but you're right. I be glad that shit's over with too. So, let's get into this part of Friday's talk with the judges and stuff like that. And a lot of people, this is what happened. Okay, now this person did not start it off, Gail, so don't think she started off. Everybody knows that. So it wasn't Adelaide Bird's first rodeo, okay? And we know about the horrendous score back in the day. We know about that horrendous score. But we've had some that followed that. And matter of fact, even during the Lopez fight, a lot of people felt that was a horrendous score. Now, in some cases, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of cases, it's just human error where they just made a mistake. Because you hear commentators do it sometimes. You hear commentators do it. They're calling out the wrong person. They're calling out the right jersey. Because think about it. Like, say, for instance, in football or basketball, the numbers are real close to each other. Because how many players you got there? You got, like, on each team, you got over 20 players. A minimum, what? What's the roster now? Professional football, what's the roster? The roster's like 40, I think. Something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's like 40. So you think ain't none of those numbers going to be close? So they commentate and they calling out the wrong number for the whole fight or the whole game. And then they finally catch on fourth quarter, almost ended the game. Oh, yeah, I've been calling, and my bad, I've been calling this player this and that for the whole time. A lot of times. Now, if you want it to be no mistake, now, I'm not trying to blame the fighter. but sometimes it's your dumb, stupid ass fault. You know that the other fighter's wearing black. So what do? You bring your dumb ass in there with black. The only thing that distinguishes your black from their black is that they have a gold stripe and you have a silver stripe. But how confusing. You guys, structural wise, you guys look kind of the same. Facial wise, everything about you. You know, your tone or something like that. This ain't a black and white fight. It's just two colors, two fighters that are of the same color, regardless of what color you might think they are. Now, you don't think that one of the judges or even two of the judges might, screw you guys up sometime? Oh, I'm going to get it to such. Because they look back at you right before they go for that pen, right before they write. They're like, okay, where's he at? Okay, over there, here in the blue corner. See? Now, why wouldn't you just bring your dumb ass in there with just the opposite, like white or red or some shit? Red and gold. Oh, he wearing black, I'm wearing black. Don't do stupid shit. Don't let your fighter do dumb shit that's going to help jeopardize the score if he's not a knockout puncher, if he's not going to get a knockout. Don't let something jeopardize that. You see what I mean? So, human error. Sometimes it's just that the judges are supposed to look for certain stuff. And we already know, that effective aggressiveness and stuff like that. But maybe they're missing the ball. I tend to doubt that myself. I tend to think that most of them are even discussing with each other a lot of times after the fights. Just like fighters hang out, maybe referees hang out, and maybe judges hang out. I'm just saying. I don't know what their social status is when it comes to that. Maybe that's the case. So those are two things. Just get it completely wrong because you just off base. I don't think that's it. Get the characters mixed up, the boxers mixed up. That's more of a possibility to me. That's more plausible to me. Now what about another one? The only other obvious one to me is that somebody's taking a fall. Somebody had to do it because of some money. This is grown folks chat, man. This ain't nothing. This is a pine. This is the way that we're looking at it. Okay? So I don't want nobody, oh yeah, they don't do stuff like this. Man, get the hell out of here. Put up a 1 if anybody in this chat right now think boxing and sports is 100% legitimate and clean. Somebody put up a 1. I want to see anybody. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a mod or you just visiting or whatever. I need somebody to put up a 1 if you believe that all the sports is clean, like sports or boxing. You can just boxing itself, or just put up anything any sports that you feel is clean. Matter of fact, we'll go further than that. Name a clean professional sport. Name a sport that's 100% clean. Yeah. What sport, Gil? Gil's so full of shit. I'm gonna time his ass out. Here you go, starting that shit again. I'm ready for this election to be over. Yep, that too. Said, don't you have natives standing for election? No, we don't. Natives don't care nothing about that shit. We don't vote. I'm gonna tell you, y'all, sir. For 428 years, we haven't mattered. And we have people hollering about Black Lives Matter and everybody's life matter and all that. But for 428 years, we have never mattered. Because they recognize some of us and some of us they don't recognize. What kind of stupid shit is that? After 428 years, we're still here. So how you not recognize all of us? And just throw us on some land that's more or less worthless. Most of the land that the natives are on is nothing. We look at it because all land to us is great. Stop it, Gil. You're full of shit on tennis. You're full of shit. It's too easy. Tennis is one of the easiest ones because you're going to have some close calls. Even with that replay, it don't matter. With the replay. Oh, okay, Gil, there you go. You found one. Okay, the curling. But then again, you don't even know even on that one. The guy with the little broom, he can get paid off. The guy with the little broom, he can get paid off. Anybody, think about it. It could be either the athlete. I know you guys try. You guys are trying hard. I'm just hey, go ahead. I'll mark them off as you put them up at tennis. Line judgment thing. So that's you. There goes your X factor right there. Your X factor is the line judge. Curling, the man with the broom. If you're talking about like bowling, yeah, bowling that's too easy. The participant themselves. You have to go watch. What's the name of that damn movie with Woody Harrelson? You got to watch that one with Woody Harrelson. I forget the name. Now I got to look for it. Shit. Y'all hold on. Y'all just stay right. Now I got to look for it. Okay, it's called Kingpin. Okay, now it came back. Anytime my brain frees up, I just look for stuff. Yeah, the broom. Yeah, the broom man fucking it up, Gil. Yeah, so basically no combat sports or physical sports. Basically, yeah, Gil said the broom. Yeah, that broom. The man with the broom on curling. Yeah, the man with the broom. That's the corporate man. Broom man. Broom man he's supposed to go back and forth like 5 times per second, right? And he out there and he done skipped up a couple of sweeps, you know what I mean? He only did like, let's say for instance, he only doing like 3, but he making it seem like he doing 5, like he like this. He's pushing that little broom. I don't know how they do it, back and forth. He pushing that little broom, and that's supposed to make it more slippery for the iron to go forward. And so the iron freezes and he stops way behind, because of his ass. Because he didn't got paid. How much you need, man? You don't do nothing but curling. How much you need? Break you off a couple dollars. So, that broom, man. Yeah, that fucking Gil stupid. He said broom. Yeah, that broom, baby. Hey, that broom get your ass in trouble. Hey, the broom could cost you, man. If you're looking at it, hey, the broom could cost you, man. And I gotta get one. I'm gonna have to get me I'm gonna have to get me something to put up with the curling broom, just because the shit's funny, and I could use it for something else. Thanks a lot for that, Gil. I can use it for something else on one of our other segments and shit. I can use the broom. We ain't gonna call it the broom, but hey, I can use that broom for something, man. When somebody's sweeping something under the rug or somebody doing something stupid, hey, get that broom out. Sound like a suspect to me. Sweep that shit up real quick. I'm probably going to have to search for it. I'm probably going to have to search so I can get the broom. The man with the broom, I'm going to have to search so I can get me a good clip. A clip that I can keep without them, stamping my live as a violation. That's a violated. You use this and that. Well, when nobody else using the shit, I'm using it for an example. I'm using it for my troll, for to sweep the trolls away or something like that. But that's just funny. Yeah, so there's nothing. So we can say more or less definitively that none of the sports are that on the level. They ain't on that. So we got to stop, blaming the judges, because as you being a participant, you being a competitor, or you being a champion, you got to make sure that there's no mistake, that you win. That you win every second, every minute, every round, on every card for the entire fight. To where you can't say, I let up that round. So if you let up during the round, we never know, because now the ref is, I think he gave up on, I think he got, now the guy's really coming on, the guy's beating him up. You know what I mean? Because I might already thought that you was getting beat up, but now you might be winning, but one ref is seeing it, probably maybe because of the angles that he's getting. Maybe you're fighting on one side of the ring too much. See, the judge is not getting to see you the way that the other judges are getting to see you, right? So he already got you behind, and then now you get buckled, but not you. It's just more of a slip up. But it looked like you got buckled, and so now that judge is, he's over there getting fucked up. But you're winning though. The other two guard. That's how you end up with a majority. A lot of people don't know that. That's how you end up with a majority. because one of the judges was in a different angle. You guys are fighting if you fighting in the center ring, there's going to be a good decision. I'm just saying, mostly it should be, mostly it should be a good decision if you're fighting right in the middle, because everybody can see. Oh, look at, they dancing pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that looked pretty good. Of course, I'm sick, so I had to go back and watch the Sean EJ again, just so I can watch that left hook action. When Sean's chin did turn quite a ways, it went past 90 this way. His chin did go around, man. He kissed his neck, them lips. I just had to watch it again because Earl's about to fight, so we just had to see. And that was another thing I was gonna bring up. So Earl is supposed to be looking better. A lot of people were saying, a lot of the sparring partners saying he looked better than he did, a post crash, or pre crash, before crash, that he looks that much better. Yeah. But we're gonna watch this sneaky shit to make sure. So we got to make sure that they don't try to pull some shit with Loma. Try to throw his ass back in there. He's being a crybaby right now, like all these champs that turn into crybabies after they lose. Well, you lost before you got beat up, and now you got beat up again. And sometimes you just get beat up. It doesn't matter who you fought. We don't care who you fought before and how you looked against them. You beat some people up. Now you got your ass whooped. You see? Yeah, it was your turn to get your ass whooped. So get your ass in there. Get your ass whooped. So just get ready. And you're going to have to start over. You're going to have to start over. Now, one thing I don't like about this fight, I don't know, you guys give me your impressions about this, is that, okay, I'm going to see where you guys are at first. I'll just ask this question and I'll be quiet. There's 2 more belts that they're not really talking about when this fight, so for this unification fight, for this undisputed fight or whatever, that end up being controversial. Name those 2 belts. And I see my brother Sir Flame is up in the house, man. Y'all already know what he's saying, man. Sir Flame says salute at Eagles Web. Salute at the chat. And as always, before you hit that live button, he said you hit that like button. He said, oh, y'all neck. He said, don't get neck up in Eagles Web. He got the weapons up good, in the form of the eagle wing, baby. And he got the crown up good, in the boxing glove up good, man. Show respect to Sir Flame up in here. Yeah. So go get it. And I'm not saying nothing. I should see somebody that should know about these belts. So who else has a belt at that weight category? So it couldn't have been for undisputed, right? It can't be. It can't be for undisputed. Could that fight have ever been for undisputed? I'm just saying, could that fight have ever been for undisputed? But they fooled us on that one, right? Okay, at that weight, does Tank have a belt still at that weight? And tell me it's some old bullshit other belt. Oh, you got this and that. Okay, does Haney have a belt at that weight? So the trickery was already in, right? I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all going to see a whole lot of scrambling in these next weeks and months. And it's not going to just be in that weight class. It's going to be in all different kinds of weight classes. Everybody's scrambling around because guess what's happening? The unexpected is happening. Now, one of the things that happened wasn't that unexpected. The Lopez was unexpected. The Charlo was not really unexpected. Charlo was not unexpected. And like I said, Charlo has the chance to be like the complete undisputed. To me, he's already the complete undisputed, because I don't think taxidermy tuxedo is gonna fight him. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. And then a lot of people, now off top a little bit. Well, we talking about everything, so nothing's really off top. But I just wanted to throw this out there. Um, I would say that the MTM probably shouldn't do any interviews. Now, just talking freely, like within company or something like that, I think is better. He'll be a better like interview. It's not an interview at that point, but he's better at just talking. Because I was looking at another thing where they highlighted him and had him interviewed, and it's like when he slows down, you know how we slow down, we want to sound a little bit better, like more articulate. He sounds worse than somebody just rambling on, and he loses his thought a lot of times, or he can't come up with the words in order to have the correct expression of what he wants to express. And I think it's kind of sad. I mean, I'm sorry, with all that money, speech itself, speech, was it one? Or speech, it's either speech 1 or speech 2. No, I think speech 2 is too much. No, speech 1. So speech 1, maybe speech 101 for him. So maybe speech 101, at least it gets you ready for the lower numbers, right? Like 12 or something like that. Because I had a bunch of them. I had professional speaking and all that. But maybe 101, I'll prep them. And I don't care if you finish school or whatever. You can always get, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you got your GED or whatever. But you can always go to a community college and take speech 1. And, or not 1, but 101. And maybe take it at night. Something like that. And then progress from there. And then time you get into like speech 12, if that's or 3, somewhere around there. Once you get there, then you just great. By then, I mean, they already know. All they're doing is they're checking out your preparation for a speech. Because all speeches, you don't stand up and just talk a lot. Because once you master that and you get the certain speeches down, extemporaneous speeches and stuff like that, what happens is they'll, you pass then they're looking at your prep for speech and stuff like that. Any subject you take, and any subject you take is usually first is all hands on, and then is how did you get to that point? You see what I mean? Because anybody can just talk, but then so let me see how you write this up, or how would you write a speech? Because then now you're doing like say for instance you're doing writing for somebody. Same thing with boxing. Okay, you did all your prep and stuff, and all that, and we seen how you got your preparation. Now you're fighting. But what's the step past that? The step past that is like training now. So you were able to do your craft out there. So, and see, this is what a lot of people make their mistakes at, is they feel like some fighters will be great as a trainer, and some of them aren't because their paperwork, it's not really paperwork at that point. But their way to translate a skill set, their way to translate a skill set is just not is not translatable for them. They can't translate their skill set. All they'll be able to do is just like more or less talk about, oh, do this, do that. But you see what I mean? Well, this is what I did. All they're gonna talk about is this is what I did when I was fighting or something like that. Okay. You have to be able to analyze. If you were a fighter, you can analyze what you did. Because you can listen to a lot of fighters when they talk. You'll know if they'll be a good trainer. Oh, I let him slip into this and that. See, if you could talk your own boxing, you'll probably be a good trainer. You have some fighters confused. I don't know what I did. I caught him with the overhand. Okay, see, you're probably not going to be able to translate that into trainability for other fighters. I see Sir Flame salute up. Gil said Floyd speaks very well. Gil, no, let me pull this shit up. I'm not even going to go there. What you get right now, Gil? I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to mess with Gil right now about that Sir Flame. I'm not going to mess with Gil. I'm going to leave Gil alone. I'm telling you, man, his speech, he's getting worse and worse, man. I mean, after a fight, his interviews are better. I mean, because he's asking questions, but just to speak. Like if he has to speak on the subject, no, that's not the right person to pick, man. I'm telling you. Okay, now, because I had Gil to say this shit, in which Gil is full of. I'm not bothering. Okay, I'm not really bothering. See, Gil gets so upset. Gil gets so upset when I start messing with certain people. He can't take it. You know, he gets into his feeling, man. We gotta talk about all of them, man. We talking about the sport, man. Is that part of the sport? We gotta talk about all of them. Okay, now I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a simple question. See, I'm gonna let you kill this yourself. I'm gonna let everybody, and I expect at least my web watchers, the three of you that I see, I expect y'all at least to forget everybody else is this in here. Just forget them. But you three, I expect you three to answer this. You three that I see right now. I don't know if somebody else is out here because I do have it on live chat, so I should see everybody. So, if you are a famous athlete, I'm talking about famous, well known, everybody respects you, and everybody loves you, right? And let's say, for instance, that you have a car. Let's say, for instance, you got a Lamborghini or something like that. And, of course, you got all kinds of cars. They know it's not going to be a whole lot of mileage on it. But let's say it's Muhammad Ali's Lamborghini. Is he going to get, would the people that's selling Muhammad Ali's Lamborghini, would they get more for the car than he paid for it? Or would they get less for the car than he paid for it? And same thing with like Wayne Gretzky. I mean, he's passed, and so I'm talking about people from the past. So Wayne Gretzky had a car or something, or a house or anything. So tell me, is he gonna get more for it or less? And I'm waiting for all you guys to answer too. And before I start, come on, man, we got too much to go, man. I can't. This is Friday, man. I gotta go work too, man. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do, man. Y'all stop it, man. I got to keep dealing with Gil crying. Y'all start crying. Yeah, both of all y'all crying, man. Hey, Gil brought it up. Gil said, Sir Flame, first one. More, okay, so Sir Flame says more. I'm waiting for Gil. So Sir Flame says more, and then Yasser Hussein said more, way more than what it should go for. And then Gil says more. Good. That's what I wanted y'all to agree with. Now, then why is it then that, see, you didn't even know this, did you? Now, see, Eagle's stupid, but guess what? Eagle knows this, that Floyd just sold a property in Florida. How did he end up losing over $1 million on it? Remember, he's supposed to be the face of the sport, the face of boxing. Now, even to this day, if I was able to get my hands on something like Muhammad Ali, some gloves he wore that was signed by him, you think that those gloves are not going to cost me more than what was paid for them gloves? Hell yeah, no matter what, if it's got his name on it. But guess what? That just shows that the popularity is just not what people think it is, especially like even in Florida. And you got a mansion in Florida and you had to sell it for less than what you paid for it. And you got a big name like that. You're supposed to be the biggest name in the face. So what you end up doing is you end up getting slapped in the face. Yeah, he got 6.3 for it, lost over $1 million. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. Because that's not necessarily boxing, right? But like I said, we keep grown folks chat, so we talk about all of it, right? So y'all surprised or y'all not surprised? Y'all like, oh shit, that damn Eagle. That's why I hate Eagle. He always bring up some stuff that I wasn't prepared for. You ain't supposed to be prepared for me. Because I come in, see, I don't come in with the black trunks. I don't come in with the black trunks to fight, and you coming in with black trunks to fight. You see what I mean? I come in with that shit. You like, oh shit, he coming in with the fire trunks. I didn't see that before. So Eagle coming in with the Surf Flame type of shit. He coming in with the fire trunks with the eagles on it and the webs. So I got eagles on there, web, and flames. So it don't matter. We're going to talon your ass. We're going to wrap your ass up with web, or we're going to burn your ass. Either way. It won't need to pound you, because we just lift you up. Lift you up and drop your ass from a high enough distance. And you ain't going to stand up once you hit the ground. That's going to be it. You're going to just splat. That's how we're going to do you. See? I don't try to have fair fights. And see, look. Look at Gil. See Gil right back. See, look. And see, you see how Gil just stuck his neck out. Look how Gil stuck his neck out, y'all, like real quick. See, he already know the eagle gonna chop this shit off. That's my little brother, but I'm still gonna chop his damn neck off, right? He said Floyd gave somebody a deal. Now, okay, have you ever known Floyd to give somebody a deal? Has Floyd ever been known as somebody to make a deal with somebody? I'm gonna give you a good deal, or is Floyd the MTM man, the money making man? Get out of here with that shit, Gil. Then Sir Frank came right back and said, "Damn." And then Sir Frank said, I could see Floyd cutting a deal just to say money ain't shit. Yeah. If Gil say, nah, Floyd is not going to say the money ain't shit. Because Floyd even took that $10 million opportunity to beat up that little Japanese kid. Remember? So get out of here with that shit. Y'all can't even tell me that shit. Floyd is opportunistic when it comes to easy money. Floyd going to go get that money. If it's easy enough. Floyd ain't gonna come back and get no hard money. If Floyd was to come back right now, you think he gonna fight somebody like EJ? If for big money, he's care about his health too. It might be a possibility that he come back for big money against somebody like EJ, but more likely he's not, because he gonna be like, shit, I'm gonna get my ass whooped in this one. I'm getting my ass beat up in this. Then you gonna get your ass beat up. Now getting your ass beat up sometimes is worth it, and then sometimes it's not worth it. When you're in that wheelchair afterwards, then it's not worth it. But if you could still talk and everything, but then again, we wouldn't be able to tell anyway with his speech. We wouldn't be able to tell if the ass whooping affected him too much or not anyway. Yeah, sir, I don't feel too bad for him. One of the Bugattis is worth more than that. Yeah. See? But I just wanted to put that out for you, and you can research it yourself. If you don't believe Eagle, go ahead and research it yourself. Because y'all mad at Eagle. Oh, Eagle can say that shit. Yeah, that's right. Eagles wear boxing where you want the real and not some deal. And that's how we do it, man. That's how we give it to you. We're going to give you the real. We don't try to give you no kind of deal. But at the same time, we're going to talk grown folks. And so when we talk grown folks, it's not my opine only. I leave it up to my web. I leave it up to all you guys that come visit. Whether you stay for a second or you stay for the whole show, however long you stay, I leave it up to everybody else, because we have to decide with this shit ourselves how much we want to invest. And as a matter of fact, just talking about that, even that investment, I don't know if I want to pay the $74.99. I want to see Tank fight, but I don't know if I want to pay the $75. They make it seem like it's $74, right? $74.99, but I don't know if I really want to pay it. Or do I just want to watch watch it on a replay that somebody put up right afterwards? Am I taking money from them? No, because somebody else put it up. Or you got channels now that can put the fights up. The overseas channels, they put stuff up on YouTube. They're not under the same guidelines as we are. No, so I'm just saying. Sir Flame said if Floyd come back, is either for Pac-Man or about getting beat. That's about getting beat. Yeah, AGB instead of AB, huh? Instead of about billions. Sir Flame says about getting beat. That's what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you my thought in the back of my mind. This is what I've been holding on to this, and I'm just gonna let y'all have it. I usually don't let this kind of information leak from me, because usually when I have my own personal thought, I just keep it. So I'm gonna give y'all my thought. And my thought on Floyd itself is, I'm thinking that it may be a possibility that he comes back to get beat, just to take some kind of pressure off a prestigious record, to take some pressure off him, so he doesn't have the record of being undefeated. And I'm not saying, and I'm not going to go so far as to where I'm saying it's about money or it's about anything else. But I always maintain that in the back of my mind, because I'm not a trustful person when it comes to people. I trust y'all more than I trust anybody else around there, right? Because at least I see your reaction and we get to talk all the time. Even if you don't think we talking, you guys are writing. I'm saying if I'm wrong, y'all gonna put it up. Y'all, no, Eagle, that's not what I mean. You see what I mean? Y'all gonna put it up. If I say something wrong, y'all gonna be like, no, Eagle, that's not what I'm trying to say. But that's just something in my mind. Because I stay paranoid about boxing. Like, I don't trust this shit. Just like when we got on the whole thing about the judges. Now, the judges, there's just different ways. The judge couldn't be way off base. He could just be on a bad side because the action's on one side. And he sees what he sees, that somebody's getting their ass whooped. Or money always comes into play. The first name of boxing, before you even get to the word boxing, it's called prize fighting. Now, why is that? Why are they talking about prize fighting? Now, why did prize fighting all of a sudden become the small print when it comes to boxing? But it's always the big talk about the prize. You think about it. Nobody never talks about boxing. As everybody's always talking about the money. But the money is so small. Oh, prize fighting is so little. Look, prize fighting real little. They got boxing real big. But then prize fighting real little. You can barely say, what does that say? Prize fighting. How's that important? Even when you talk about documents or anything else, why is prize fighting so small? Why is that important? Because we're always told, right? I don't know about you, y'all, sir, where you live at, but we're always told before we even, after we review a document, we're always told to make sure we pay attention to what? And before you guys can write it down, I'll probably say it. They call it fine print. The fine print. And of course, Gil crying again. Okay, y'all, sir, he had Sir Flame. Yeah, Gil Cole said Eagles would ain't giving no deals. No, hey, there's no deals, Gil. You should know better. There is no deals. No deals, baby, no. We got to try to keep, okay, look. You got to have somebody to keep stuff on the level, right? If everybody else is keeping the shit if it's all messed up for a lot of people, then we got to keep it on the level at least, right? We keep it on the level. In Eagles Web, we come here, most time we try to sit down, we try to have like a serious grown adult chat. Do we finish any shows? We probably finished a couple of shows. Is there still information out there we still need to cover? Yes, it is. But the way that we cover it is that we cover it. There you go, the fine print. There you go, baby. Sir Flame, no, the fine print. If we cover it, I just seen that pop up. If we cover it, we understand that all this stuff is just like a tree. To see how old a tree is, you gotta do what they call a coring of the tree. Where you put this little device in there, if you don't want to kill the tree, and it goes all the way through the tree, but it's real small, and it pulls out a core so you can count the rings. And it's a little bit more than that too, though. But you count the rings to see how old the tree is. Right? So the same thing with anything that we talk about is that we're going by rings and stuff. We're not going by age in the rings, but we're going by our layers. We got to do layers. Okay, so it's another level. So even though we're as far as we are today, guess what? I'll sit back and I'll say, you know what? We got to take it even further to another level. Even when it comes to the judges and stuff like that, we take it to another level. See, now most people don't look at the judges like that. Most people just already mad. Oh, that judge just messed up. Oh, and then they stamp the judge. I don't like the judge. I hate the judge. You see? I hate the judge. See, that's all they do. They go straight there and say, wait a minute, now we got to everything that happens. We got to analyze. Just like with this whole talk about the Lopez. So Haney's talking to him. Haney's not being specific. Said that they just more or less just chopped it up. But I'm quite sure they had to talk about, fighting at one point. It'd be nice to have a fight. They're probably not going to fight next, even after Haney fights Gun Boy. It's probably not going to happen. In which there's a lot of money leaving our pockets right now, right? Then we just paid. How many fights did y'all pay for? Y'all paid for all of them? That's a lot of money, man. Think about it. What y'all out now? Y'all out like about 150? No, the other fight was cheaper, right? The last one, that was cheaper. Yeah, that was nothing. But the one before that, that was 75. What is the Haney? Is that like 75 too? So another, or is that another? I don't even know the network guy. I think we talked about it before. But is that another 75? And then Tank, that's another 75. And then right after that, we got Earl, that's another 75. Anybody gonna pay for the AJ fight? The Dubois fight. Okay, whatever y'all gonna pay for, y'all let me know. Out of these fights coming up, y'all let me know what y'all gonna pay for. But Sir Flame, that's how we do it in Eagles Web, man. We fine tooth comb that shit. Hey, wait a minute now. Hey. See? And now we take it a step further, Sir Flame. We look at it like, why is the smallest thing on any contract worth the most to that contract? And the fine print is not the smallest thing on any contract. The smallest thing on any contract is your signature. That's the smallest thing. Because now your ass is sold in. You're locked in. Once you put the contract, once you sign, and my signature takes about less than a second for me to do my signature. Yeah. For me to do my signature, it takes me less than a second. Or somewhere around there, maybe a second. For me to do my signature. Some people might have a long signature, but it's pretty quick. Mine's is real fast. So I ain't got no problem with documents. I'm just boom, boom, boom. I'm documenting that. Done. Some people are like I'm just like that's it. I'm done. But that's the most important thing. But the most important thing for us is our entertainment value. And when I say entertainment value, we want to see, a lot of people say the best fight, but I really don't. The best, yeah, I want to see the best fight and the best. But what I want to see is just good competitive fights. And to be honest, that Loma fight was not good and competitive. A lot of people enjoyed, oh yeah, it was good, this. It was bullshit fight to me. Because neither one of them did a whole lot. I mean, you might get happy about Lopez. He didn't do a whole lot. But the action that was presented was from him. Because somebody else would have knocked Loma's ass out. One of the old school fighters, if you was fighting them like that, they would have knocked your ass out. You couldn't come out all slow like that. He came out. What's one of the main things that happens when a fighter comes out cold? Like one of the the older fighters, when they talk about, like, if you watch old boxing, and they had skill sets too. If a fighter came out cold, what happens? What usually happens when a fighter comes out? So they didn't call it slow back in the day. Or sometimes they might use slow, but most of the time they say the fighter came out, he's cold. He looks cold. He looked cold that first round. If they say you look cold, then probably they probably didn't say you look cold past a couple of rounds, because that wasn't going to be their call. Their call was not going to be that you look cold after a couple of rounds. I see my brother down there, D-Lo 404 up in the house. No, they would have said that your ass got the KTFO. Oh, he called him cold. No, he didn't catch him cold. That was the skill set. His skill set against that fighter just was not what we thought it was. Gil always breaking up my chat though with that laughter though, ain't he? Yeah, but no deals. Yeah. But what I'm saying, so Floyd, now you guys know my inner thoughts about that. That he may be anxious, and I seen it. I mean, for me, it just kept seeming. I'm like, he trying to get rid of that O for some reason. And it's for the pressure or what? I don't know if it's pressure payoff. I don't know. Somebody was speaking in his ear or whatever. It just seemed like he wants to get rid of it. But he wants to get rid of it at his own, at his own cost. Because usually if he fights somebody outside of boxing, he's going to have another W. And eventually he's going to be like, just stay too long. And then I don't know if he's going to take a KTFO, if he's going to take a TKO or KO or just retirement or whatever. But that it could happen. So don't get all freaked out if it does happen. I'm just saying that just some suspicion just stays on my mind and stuff like that. But anyway, D-Lo K-Man said salute to all. Yep, at the Surf Flame. Okay, we got the point because he said fine point. Y'all sir say paying for most of them. He said between the boys, not all. Oh, okay, not all me. Okay, so you paying for a lot of the fights, But you're not. It's not all on you. That's the best way to do it, man. Split that shit up if you can, man. I don't want to pay for all these fights. I don't know if they're all worth it. How much are we out so far? We're out like at least 150 or something like that, right? Within the last couple of months. And then they got us for, they going to try to get us for another 100, not 150, because then Earl. I mean, I'm talking about the ones that we're probably going to pay. So if you're going to pay for, Tank, I don't know if all of them, I know Tank you have to pay for. I know his is 75. Forget that 74.99 shit. Nobody care about that. It's $75. So $75 for that, and I don't know what the Haney. I don't know how much is that gonna cost, but shit. And then the Earl, that's probably gonna be the price might jump back up time it hits the Earl, because I don't know if Earl's had any fights that was 75. I think his was already at 79, something like that, or 80 something, 84. Whatever. So that means 75. If they both of those two are 75, so that's 150 already. So that's 230. Time we get to December. This is October. And matter of fact, this is already the end of October. So think about it. So between the end of October until the first couple of weeks of December, then we're gonna be out of 200 something bucks. I didn't want to. I didn't want to hit y'all with the heavy, but hey, y'all got it. Okay, y'all, sorry. Okay, y'all's is cheaper than us. He said the pay-per-views over there from like 15 to 20 pounds. I think that's still like for us, that's still like $45 or something like that. That don't sound as bad. I'll do $45. That's like a night. Shit, you do $45. At least you can. I mean, you're gonna buy more stuff. For the party, for the fight party, you can buy more stuff. I mean, you can still buy the same amount of stuff, but at least you feel like, well, shit, I saved 30. You feel like this now. You feel like, yeah, I done saved 30, so we're gonna get them fillets. We wasn't gonna get no fillets at first, but we can go and get them fillets now. Them filet mignon and stuff. We can go and get that because you done save some money. Yep. All right, how much we made it through, man? That damn Gil, man. Y'all be killing me all the time, man. But I can't never get through nothing, man. I tried to. I just wanted to make the good point. So, the pound for pound, I don't even know if we're gonna go. I'll do the pound for pound, but far as we'll do the weight classes next time. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so D-Lo back in. D-Lo said like $26 or so. He said, but they have way more pay-per-views over there, and many RS. So we got way more than we have over here. Is what he's saying. I was gonna say some of the other countries, and I'm not talking about the European countries, but some countries they don't even. There is no paying. They broadcast that shit. They broadcast it, but that's a long subject right there. And I see y'all, Sarah, is just put it up, but it flashes in my mind. But that's a broad subject. But I'm just gonna tell you right now, is that we set our own self up because we protest about the wrong shit here in America, y'all, sir. We protest about the wrong shit. Nobody protests about stuff like electricity, which can be made for free. And we don't, which is being made for free because the dams and stuff is already made, except for like the ones that the coal and the nuclear plants and stuff like that. They could use wind. They don't need none of that shit. We got enough wind. How many windy towns and cities we got? I live up here in the mountains where the wind is. You live off the coast, put them shits up in the mountain right after the coast, man. All electricity right there. Nothing but wind all day long. You can get. We got places in where I live at. We got places here where it's heavy wind all day, nonstop. Did you hear what I said? Heavy wind all day, nonstop. Like it ain't gonna stop. Put some of them shits up there. But we protest in America, and we don't protest about things that we need to, because we're worried about the equal justice and shit like that. You're not gonna get equal justice. Only way you're ever gonna get equal justice in my opinion if the people just overthrow the government. Because we gotta we have to get rid of the tyranny to where we can't be don't have to face all this opposition or depression everywhere we go. We're suppressed no matter where we go. As soon as you get pulled over in traffic stop, you're already about to get violated. There's no cops that pull you over that's not going to violate. Well, I'm not going to say none. There's a couple. I've ran into a couple. But most of them, they're going to try to violate your rights right away. They want your hands up right away, all kinds of shit for their safety. Well, motherfucker, if you was too scared to pull me over, if you thought you was unsafe, why you even pull me over? That's dumb. That's dumb shit. For you to feel unsafe and shoot me when you didn't even have to pull me over. Oh, I feel unsafe. Maybe I better call back up before I even pull you over because I'm already scared. Your scary ass already scared. I know there goes my thumbs down right there. I don't give a damn. Give me 5 thumbs down. I give a damn. But I'm just saying I got to talk real when I'm in here. Because y'all sort of brought up the point, he said everything is pay-per-view. Well, it just makes me think that everything is paid. Not just television or anything else. We got to pay for everything. And we pay too much for everything. And we shouldn't have to pay as much as we do. We just, goddamn, they just killing us. Everything. Everything we just paying, they just got us. But we never, like, something that you watch that disappears. Think about it. You're watching electronic signals that they turned into pictures so your brain can actually see it, you know, as a like it's something live. It's not really live. It's something that's projected from something that was live. It turns into an electronic signal, goes across the airs or through cables and shit, and comes back into your device and animates itself again, and that's what you see. And you're paying for that shit. Why are you paying for that when anytime they've ever had that, it's legal for you to not pay, but you're paying. But they making it hard for you to not pay because all the devices that you could use to where you can get the shit for free cost your arm and leg. Well, most people know I'm not going to pay $500 for that device. And that's what happens. You're not going to pay $500 for the damn device. Listen to him. Gil messing with D-Lo. D-Lo must not be here, Gil, because you know he's going to jump on you once he see that. He said D-Lo 404. He said about to cock off out. He said, you ain't got no job, Tommy. And if you don't know what that is, that's a Martin Lawrence flashback quote, okay? Sometimes I got to tell y'all because y'all ain't never watched nothing. Because basically what I said, man, some of your devices or something like that, or you don't watch the same kind of stuff that we watch. And I always got something in common with somebody in here. We always agree. Me and Sir Flame going to agree with certain stuff. Me and D-Lo going to agree with certain stuff. Me and Gil going to agree with certain stuff. Gil is a comedian like me. He likes funny shit. So probably if I saw it and I bring it up, he's going to know. If I mention something about Dave Chappelle, he's probably going to know. Because you see who he has up there. Silky Johnson. So if he got Silky Johnson up there, then of course, then he must know a little bit about Dave Chappelle. So we talk about Dave Chappelle and then the older stuff like Martin Lawrence, and even before that, like I think it was Living Color, but I'm not sure. It was something else. Okay, Living Color, and then Martin, and there was some other stuff that was thrown up in there too. But Martin ended up being the funniest. It's not really, I don't know. I can cut it up. I can cut any of that stuff up, but that's a whole nother show. It takes too much time because a lot of that stuff played on we use it as fun, but a lot of that stuff played on us too. It played on us in a way that it shouldn't have played on us. I had down Fury versus AJ. Is that going to happen? And I talked about EJ's looking better. And is Canelo going to fight EJ? That's another thing. So I'm just telling you, like Haney's belt, Haney does have a belt, and Davis has a belt. And what are their belts worth? Since they're more or less not mentioning those belts no more. And that was just some of the other stuff I wanted to talk about. We did not make it, and we're probably not going to make it. I can't stay all day on Friday. Of course, you guys, I know you guys want me to stay all day, but I cannot, because let's go ahead and let's talk about, let's just look at it. Let's talk about it. Let's see. The best. All right, look at me on the best of the best. And this is boxing news telling us that the pound for pound at number one. Now you can tell me, you can divide it up your own self and let us all know what your feelings are. You can just be neutral and say, I ain't gonna say nothing. Or you can give thumbs down, whatever you want to say. Or if you want to rate one of them, you can rate one of them. First one that gets my thumbs down, I'm giving thumbs down, is Cinnamon Bun Alvarez. They still got him as number one. 53, 1, and 2. But who you beat? Okay, who that come from? Roger Mayweather quote. I'm using that. Right, he's no longer with us, but yeah, so I'll give him that one. Inoue at number 2, 19-0. Out of Japan. You guys know Monster, right? Terrence Crawford out of USA at 36-0. Alexander Usyk at number 4 at 17-0. Number 4. Number 5, Teofimo Lopez, 16-0. And that's USA. They got him above Vasily Lomachenko, 14-2. Out of Ukraine. Errol Spence Jr. is rounding up at number 7, 26-0, USA. Tyson Fury, 30-0-1 out of England. And Triple G, 41-1 out of Kazakhstan. And then Arthur Beterbiev, 15-0 out of Russia. So that's the top 10 on the best of the best. The pound for the pound. The libra por libra. Pound for pound. So, and we'll get into other ones later, like the heavyweights and stuff like that, who they got rated number 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. But let's just discuss these a little bit. First of all, why is Loma above Earl? And why is he still on there? Matter of fact, why is Teofimo? Now, we talking about Earl. Earl's about to fight. I'm still mad about anybody being above Earl that shouldn't be above Earl. Why is Usyk above Earl? Didn't Sean Porter beat Usyk? We talked about that before. Why is Terrence Crawford number 3 above Earl? How come Earl, if Crawford's 3, then where's the popularity at? Monster anyways, I know Canelo does have popular. He does have popular. He is popular. So he can stay at 1. I don't want him at 1. He don't deserve 1, but maybe top 6. I'll probably have him at 6 or 7 until he fights somebody. Because who he beat? You got to beat somebody. But Earl Spence, not no 7. Tyson Fury, not 8. Yeah, maybe they can have him even on the list. They're going to have him on there regardless. Even if Tyson Fury's 10, they're going to have him on the list, right? Triple G, don't even deserve to be on the list. Arthur Beterbiev, I don't know if he should be on there. I don't know if he had enough fights. Matter of fact, I don't even know if Usyk got enough fights. Inoue got enough fights. The only one that really has enough fights that's on there right now, it's only about 3 people that have enough fights on there to be on there. But one probably, Golovkin probably shouldn't be on there. He got 40 fights. 42 fights. Tyson Fury got 31 fights. Earl Spence got 26 fights. And then Terrence Crawford, 36. And then Canelo. And then anybody under 30 fights, you ain't been around and you haven't showed us enough for your ass to be on there. So you need to probably sit your ass down. Oh shit, look at Gil. Gil come in there with the thumbs down on in the way. Yeah, I didn't give him the thumbs down because I already gave my 1 thumbs down. I gave my 1 thumbs down to Canelo. Yeah, he already got my thumbs down. So my thumbs down already went to Canelo. So Canelo, you already get my thumbs down. Some of you might get one of those. That's a little finger. See, I didn't do that. But somebody might get something else because of these. For being on the list, Earl Spence gets a thumbs up. Terrence Crawford, even though you ain't doing shit, you still get a thumbs up. Tyson Fury, you get the 3rd finger. Who else? In a way, I'm gonna let you stay on the list. You don't have enough fights, but I'm gonna put a big H by your name. In other words, I'm gonna put like an H because it's hype. So I'm looking at you like you kind of hyped up. Your shit is mostly hype. So I don't know. You're hype, and we're gonna keep it that way. That you more hype than anything. So we gotta, because we gotta keep it real, man. Because this shit is gonna come back to haunt us if we don't take care of it the right way. It's gonna come back and haunt us. Now, as far as Alexander Usyk, not enough fights. He's in a division where he's probably gonna take the KTFO. He may get the KTFO of the decade, depending on who he fights. If he fights, I know Gil thinks he will beat Ortiz. I don't know. Maybe Gil doesn't think that. He may think that he'll beat Ortiz. Now, if he's on pound for pound, anybody that's in the heavyweight, if they're on pound for pound, Ortiz should be on their list. And so we got a couple of them on there that's heavyweights. So Usyk, get in there with Wilder and see if you stay on the pound for pound. And Wilder ain't even on the pound for pound. Damn. If Tyson Fury 8, Wilder should at least be 9 on there, right? Damn, that's not good. Let's get into it anyway. I know I don't have time, but let's do it anyway. So the heavyweights. So number 1, of course, they got Tyson Crack King Fury. Number 2, they got Anthony Joshua. Number 3, they got Deontay Wilder. Number 4, they got Andy Ruiz Jr. Number 5, they got Alexander Povetkin. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Number 6, they got Dylan White. Number 7, they got Kubrat Pulev. You kidding? Number 8, they got Joseph Parker. Number 9, they got Derek Chisora. And number 10, they got Alexander Usyk. Now, if you thought the pound for pound had your eyes open, what does that heavyweight look like to you? We'll talk about that again sometime, but what does that heavyweight look like to y'all? Y'all give me some feedback on the heavyweight, and then I'll let y'all take your weekend off to have a good weekend. Yeah, I don't know. I may, like I said, sometimes I can come on. We'll see if I can make it on maybe Sunday, or I don't know. I don't want to do Saturday too late because y'all will be asleep. All right, who knows, man? Eagle might do a Eagle stream, might do a late stream just to disturb y'all. Yeah, so look at Eagle. Eagle got us up late, just disturbing us with this shit, because I know we always end up missing stuff. Because I get caught up with you guys, get caught up with Gil and the rest of y'all, and then I end up missing something. But we try to keep it real though. Somebody put some yawning gas in here or something like. That's what they say it is. You don't get air. And I'm just looking down at this. So we did the judging. Okay, we really didn't get to talk about the Haney's, but we will get to talk about Haney, and we'll talk about Davis a little bit more coming up. But what we gotta do is we gotta keep our eyes open on this bullshit, man. Don't let no bullshit happen around us, man. We're not gonna get caught with it, man. Let everybody else get caught with it. At least be one chat and one family of people that don't get caught up with the bullshit. The Soli was, I seen it. At least we'll see it. Cause we can already see with the Loma, there's something. It's something that, hey, they in the bakery, but it smell like fish. So that's a good one, huh? They in the bakery, but it smell like fish. So is something right if you're in the bakery and it smell like fish? What the hell they baking? Fish pie? Is that a new one? What y'all baking? Fish pie? I thought y'all was supposed to be making cupcakes right now. Are we doing the fish pie right now? Really? They trying to get us, man. They trying to get us, y'all. I can see it, man. Can y'all see it? Don't make me get the dogs out, man. Hey, don't make me get the dogs out, man. I'm trying to get the dogs out. Where my dogs at? Yeah. Man, that's not even right, man. I just want to be able to have my dogs. Where my dogs at? I don't even know where my dogs is at. Everybody talking about the dogs. Where my dogs at? But Eagle's serious about the dogs. I'm like, where's my dogs at? Oh, here we go. And so what I'll do on this is I'll let y'all go, but then we'll leave that up. That's gonna be my that's gonna be my screen, man. You know what I mean? That's gonna be my screen right there. So my shout out to all the real people that I see. My shout out to all y'all that mess with me. That's right, man. It's Friday again. Like I said, and I wrote down, nothing but blessings. Put my screen up there. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.